Well, what's up guys? It's finally time again to work on the racing mini bike. So basically what we're going to do in this video is we're going to be building the engine and painting it white with the Martini livery. This is going to be an awesome episode. We've never built a tillotson engine before, so we're super excited for that. So I think the first thing we need to do is get this all torn down. We just got done with all the metal work and stuff. So we'll get everything torn down and then start sanding it and getting it ready for paint.
Okay, so we're just kind of getting off all the little pieces of slag we had from the flux core, and then kind of smoothing the insides of these with just the little kind of edges that will show a little bit more once we paint it. And then we'll just kind of maybe grind down some of the welds, not much of them. And then this thing will be ready for paint. Yeah, so just gotta finish scuffing this up and it'll be right to paint.
Alright, so we're just sanding down these rims here. We're going with gold here and it's gonna look really good. Even though Martini cars really didn't have gold rims, we still want to incorporate it just because gold rims on white looks really good.
Okay, just got some gloss white and let's get started.
So we're
really thick. Maybe the humidity.
yeah, it's not really painting conditions, but we're getting it done.
Just do it white and then go back over it.
Yeah. Don't worry about C10 overspray, y'all. It's far. It looks really close with the wide angle, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got the Go Power Sports little body panel type things. These are all Scooby white, and these are gonna, and then they'll have the Martini livery over this, but this is gonna be cool.
Oh, yeah.
These tank paint really well, and they're super easy for us to do little pinstripes or little designs on them too. Okay, so it ended up when we had like kind of like the little like stitch welds that when it was painted it just looked like exponentially worse. And we really didn't like the look of this thing, so we ended up welding the entire thing all the way around and then grinding it down so it's smooth. Has a couple little pockets, but we're just gonna spray on the spray paint like really thick at first, then sand it down so they'll fill the pockets. Then we'll get a nice even coat.
Yeah, but this
thing should
looks pretty dang sweet.
Yeah.
So we'll just resume right where we left off with painting it, but I just figured we'd include that because we just did change it up from the final design. Well, I'm not going to really film, I'll just do a quick little time lapse, but we just need to tear this engine down so we can start building it. It's pretty cool. Tillotson has a different style head. It's kind of like in between a Hemi and a stamped steel head, so it's pretty cool. So, get to tearing her down. Alright, let's see what the damage is. Honestly, hopefully it's just pretty clean. But people don't really like changing Predator oil. It's not bad. So I got pretty much everything out, including the piston and all that good stuff. I just put a nut on there and a screwdriver back there and hammered this off. So here goes the flywheel. It's I don't know if it's lighter than a Predator, but it's definitely made out of better materials. So like, if you're putting cams and stuff in it, it's not absolutely necessary to replace this, but we're doing it anyways just so we can get some higher revs out of this thing. There's nothing holding this crank in either. That'll come out. So now that we have a completely bare block, it'll be much, much easier to take the little governor out right there. So I got our nice new billet rod in there, as you can see. Torque these bolts down to 170 inch-pounds. So that is pretty much entirely good to go. So now, just align this to where the dot's kind of in the general area of the cam. And the cam right here. What's the specs on this? 252 lift. There. If y'all are into specs, there they are. Just throw her in. Sweet, so we'll get the side cover on and then we can work on that flywheel.
Okay, so the paint on this thing is done.
Yeah, it looks really good. I'm really glad we went back and just completely grinded down the welds and did all that. This thing looks really cool, kind of like almost an OEM bike.
Yeah.
So now what we need to do is, because we don't want to leave it hanging with the engine build and stuff like that, and we kind of want a full mock-up of what this thing's gonna look like with the rims on it. We'll just do a complete mock-up where we're gonna do like things like the rims and a gas tank and engine, just none of the like, you know, throttle and stuff like that. So we can get a closer look at this thing. All right, so we have our new Go Power Sports tire on here, along with, they sell a sprocket adapter hub for these Monster Moto frames. So there's no like fabrication required, it just bolts directly in. So now, let's get the wheel in.
Get the gold.
Sure.
You go up a little bit more?
Yep. All right, so this looks awesome. Got the rear wheel on, just had to slide the bolt through, not too bad.
Working on the front right now. This one shouldn't be too bad either.
Yeah, so we'll get that in, and then I think we'll work on putting the engine on. This engine just finished rebuilding it. So now, we cross our fingers and hope everything fits in here like it should. Yes! Uh-oh. Header pipe clearances.
Is it on the risers?
Yes. Oh wait, no, it's not on the back.
Okay, good.
Woo! There! Beautiful!
Perfect.
Wow! Okay, this is huge, but what are you gonna do? We need that performance, so. Wow, that looks wild. Alright guys, so it's like the second weekend. We've been, as you know, we're in college right now, we're coming back. The race is tomorrow, if the weather holds out. I really hope it does. But this thing, we just got it running. It sounds absolutely insane. By far the meanest engine we've ever messed with. So, Jason, tell us about this flat side.
So we got a 24mm Mikuni flat side carb, which are just a lot more tunable and a lot more, like you can fit a much wider range of engines. Like if you have for us we got our Mod 2 cam and just some valve springs and a flywheel, but you can also like super high lift cams. Like it's very versatile. You can use it on many different applications, and then just let Go Power Sports know what you need it for, and they'll send you what jets to use too. So it's really simple, really easy. For us, we just have it tuned to 2 turns out, and it ran first try. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So let's start it up and
hear it run. Ooh. That's incredible. Oh my. Dude, that's the most fire I've ever seen. Joe made these awesome looking martini livery stripes. So we're just gonna put these throughout the bike, kind of just give it a nice martini look, match the helmet. Everything's gonna be matching. It's gonna look awesome. Look at that. Whoa. That looks awesome.
that looks so good.
Dang. Good job, Joe.
Like we got some martini stripes here. It looks really good. Joe printed these things out. I mean, the bike's really coming together. It looks amazing.
I'm gonna do these around the dimple die cuts, just right with that top line. And then we got the heat gun to kind of smooth things out. Just gonna, like that. Make sure we have enough space right here. A little more this way.
Yeah, that's good.
Perfect, right there. And then get the heat gun just to kind of form it to these sides right here. And also with the dimple, we cut some lines into it and then just fold them over.
Alright, so here she is. This is basically how it sits. I think all the aesthetic work on this thing is totally done, so cool.
Alright, so it's a little bit later in time after we've done the rest of the paint job and all the aesthetics, but we added this side cover to cover up this gear system we put on. And then Daniel did these dimple dyes with our Eastwood dimple dye, and we just painted it up and put some decals on it, and it looks really cool now. So that'll do it for this video. We just wanted to show you how we updated it, and we'll catch you next time.